If you think the eclipse is over and done with, that's exactly where the danger lies. Because the biggest mistake people make doesn't happen during the eclipse itself. It happens in the days that follow, when the energy is still unstable and the astral field is actively reconfiguring. It's like walking through sacred ground and running away before understanding what that place was trying to show you. A solar eclipse is an energetic blackout. It temporarily shuts off the external light, so you can see the parts of yourself that usually stay hidden. But here's the catch. A lot of people feel the discomfort of the shadow and act on impulse. They make rash decisions, get into conflicts, end relationships, or shut down out of fear. And that can come at a high cost. It can close portals that were just beginning to open. It can solidify patterns that were on the verge of dissolving. It can sabotage the realignment the universe was trying to offer. In this video, I'll show you the main post-eclipse energetic symptoms, the most common and dangerous mistake people make right now, and how to protect your vibrational field so you don't miss the opportunity of this cosmic reset. If you stick with me till the end, you'll understand why the next few days could be crucial to your destiny. And what you do now will echo through the months ahead. You probably already know what a solar eclipse is from an astronomical perspective. The moon passes between the Earth and the sun, temporarily blocking its light. But in astrology, a solar eclipse is a portal, and what it hides in the sky, it reveals in the soul. During an eclipse, there's a symbolic collapse of solar consciousness, which means a temporary disconnection from clarity, logic, and direction, amplification of unconscious emotions, opening of portals to memories, ancestral patterns, and deep-rooted pain. Your energetic field goes into recalibration. What was unresolved starts to surface. What you've been hiding from yourself begins to pulse. This is a time of intense psychic sensitivity. Many people report a strange sense of exhaustion, a desire to isolate, sudden irritability, insomnia, or bizarre dreams. Old memories resurfacing without warning. And it's no coincidence. The eclipse doesn't mess up your life. It stirs up what was hidden, so you can consciously reorganize it. But here's the danger. If you don't understand what's happening energetically, you'll react as if everything's going wrong. And then you make the mistake. You sabotage the process. That's why, in the next chapters, I'll show you how to recognize the signs, and most importantly, how to avoid the biggest mistake that could block your energy for way longer than you think. If you've been feeling something strange since the eclipse, like something inside you is being reorganized, it's not your imagination, it's a symptom. Eclipses open portals, and when that happens, our energetic field becomes more vulnerable, more sensitive, and more transparent. You might notice symptoms like sudden fatigue, even after resting, tension in the shoulders, neck, or chest, waves of anxiety or unease without a clear cause, abrupt mood swings, a desire to be alone or distance yourself from certain people, intense or disturbing dreams, past memories resurfacing as if asking for healing. These symptoms aren't coming out of nowhere. They're your body's energetic response to the realignment process triggered by the eclipse. It's as if your soul is saying, hey, something inside here needs attention. You're carrying a weight that no longer makes sense. And the more you ignore it, the louder the symptom gets. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because it wants you to wake up. Don't take these signs as weakness. Take them as an invitation to pause, observe, and realign. Because the body feels what the soul tries to hide. Now that you understand the symptoms, we've arrived at the most delicate point. The most common mistake people make during and after an eclipse is reacting. Reacting on impulse. Reacting from pain. Reacting from the shadow. This is the stage where many people end relationships on a whim. Fight with those closest to them. Make life-changing decisions in unstable moments. Make promises out of guilt or emotional need. Change direction without listening to their own heart. All of this while their energetic field is still in the middle of a major reorganization. It's like trying to tattoo over raw, wounded skin. You're not going to anchor anything, you're just going to hurt yourself deeper. During an eclipse, our perception gets distorted. We're more emotional, more vulnerable, more reactive, and the ego, feeling threatened, tries to take control. But an eclipse isn't the time to act. It's the time to observe. If you're feeling angry, sad, confused, or under pressure, don't make big decisions right now. Don't send that message. Don't make that drastic cut. Wait, breathe, observe. Because reacting in the middle of the shadow is what sabotages your energy. It's what makes you repeat the same cycle, just in a different scenario. And if you can avoid that mistake, you'll realize the true power of the eclipse isn't in changing everything now, but in shedding light on everything that needs to change with wisdom. There's a subtle trap that almost no one notices, and it shows up right after an eclipse. The desperate urge to figure everything out right now. But eclipses don't deliver answers immediately. They first shake things up, only to reorganize them later. And it's in that space between the before and after that the real test lies. Can you stay silent? Can you hear your intuition without outside interference? Can you pause without feeling lost? This is where many people stumble. They rush to fix everything, make quick decisions, seek instant relief. But the eclipse is an invitation to retreat inward. Give yourself a moment of intentional quiet. Space to feel without rushing. Time to write down what's coming up without judgment. A day without social media, distractions, or external noise. Wisdom doesn't come from noise, it comes from silence. And it's only when you stop looking for answers outside that you begin to hear the truth within. The eclipse wants to align you, but for that to happen, it first needs to empty you out. And that only happens if you make space for it. Now that you know what not to do, let's talk about what you can and should do to protect your energy. In the days following an eclipse, our vibrational field becomes more vulnerable. We open internal portals, but we also become more susceptible to external interference. That's why it's essential to shield your energy through small, intentional actions. Simple, energetic protection. Ritual. When you wake up, close your eyes and take deep breaths for 1 minute. Visualize a golden light forming in your chest, and expanding around your body, creating a circle. Say mentally or out loud, "I protect myself. Only what vibrates in love and truth may enter my field. I am sealed. I am at peace." Do this every morning until your energy feels more grounded. Other powerful practices. Take a bath with coarse salt and rosemary. Keep a crystal, like black tourmaline or obsidian, near your bed. Avoid heavy conversations, toxic environments, or people who drain your energy during this period. Listen to mantras or healing frequencies before bed. Protecting your energy is an act of self-love. It's like closing the windows of your spiritual home during a storm. You can't stop the eclipse, but you can choose how you move through the waves it leaves behind. The eclipse has passed. But now comes the most important part. What will you do with everything it revealed to you? That's the question the universe is asking you right now. And as subtle as it may seem, your answer shapes the timeline you're stepping into from this moment forward. Maybe over the last few days, you felt discomfort. Maybe something broke, a truth came to light, or a forgotten emotion exploded without warning. But the eclipse didn't come to punish you, it came to reposition you, to tear off the veil, to end what could no longer support your growth. Now, with the energetic field still in transition, you're standing before a portal. And what you choose to see, hear, decide, and plant will shape the next 6 months or even more. So take a deep breath and ask yourself, what was the eclipse trying to show me? What fell apart, but maybe was already crumbling inside? If I could choose again, what would I consciously choose? You don't need to have all the answers right now, but you do need to open up to new questions. The biggest mistake you could make now is to treat it like just another day. It's not. It's a moment to rewrite yourself with more awareness, with more truth, with more soul. The eclipse shone light on what was hidden in the dark, but the decision to change is still yours. Even if you made mistakes in the past few days, there's still time, because eclipse energy doesn't slam the door shut right away. It only asks for presence and truth. The field is still vibrating, frequencies are still settling, and you can recalibrate your path. If this video reached you now, it's not too late. In fact, it might be the perfect moment for you to wake up to something you've been ignoring. To realize that the universe doesn't want you to live on autopilot. It wants you to wake up. And this eclipse, with all its force, strangeness, and power to turn everything upside down, might just have been the push your soul needed. So pause, reflect, feel, and then choose. But choose with awareness. Choose with soul. Choose with a clear heart. And if this message resonated with you, I invite you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, leave a comment sharing the biggest insight this eclipse brought you. You have no idea how what you've been through could light the way for someone else. Thank you for watching until the end. See you in the next video. And remember, the sky might go dark for a few minutes, but sometimes it's in that very darkness that you begin to see who you truly are.